Today, actually, I want to mention something about consumption, media consumption. I was scrolling through Netflix the other night after I watched Bloodhounds season 2, and I was looking for something new to watch. And they have this new section, new arrivals or something like that, and a handful of movies that were recently added. Um, got me mildly excited, I would say, for about 2 seconds. But then I recognized a few of them, and I'd seen them before, not on Netflix, but on Disney Plus or HBO. I can't actually remember which one though. But the point is, it had already been on another platform I'm paying for, and that little moment, just kind of stopped me. Because I sat there and thought, how many of these things am I actually subscribed to? So it's Netflix, Disney Plus, and HBO. But then the most embarrassing part is that I genuinely wasn't sure. Not because I'm careless with money, but it's just so easy to accumulate. One subscription after another. You sign up for one, then something exclusive comes out on another platform. You sign up for that one. Before you know it, basically, you got 3 or 4 subscriptions running in the background, all fighting for the same 2 hours you have in the evening. And I think that's a trap, right? They're all cheap enough, kinda, individually that you don't feel it. But together, that shit basically, adds up. And it's more than just money. It's basically the choice. Having 3, 4 platforms doesn't mean you watch more good stuff. It just means you spend 20 minutes deciding on what to watch. You feel vaguely overwhelmed, and then sometimes you just put on something you've already seen because at least that's a decision you can make very quickly. And I think that's kind of an overload, and I don't think I'm the only one who falls into it. I think a lot of people have this exact setup without really thinking about it. So I made a decision, and I'm going to cut Disney Plus first. That one's the easiest call for me right now because I'm not actively watching anything on it, and I haven't been on it for a while, surprisingly, if I'm looking back. And HBO is probably next on the list. I'm going to sit with that one for a bit, but I think it's also going, which would leave me with just Netflix. One platform, one library, done and done. And, in the worst case, if there are, let's say, movies I wanted to really watch, I can always buy them, I think, on Apple Movies or Apple TV. And honestly, I think this part is bigger than just streaming services because I've been thinking a lot lately about focus, where my time, is actually going versus where I want to go. And I mentioned, 5 goals in a previous episode. And the 5 things I'm generally trying to build right now is a challenge on its own. And if I'm being honest with myself, mindlessly flipping between 3 entertainment platforms at night is not helping me move faster. And I just want to fast track my goals first, not in the hustle culture way, but to grind yourself into the ground, kind of way. So I just want to be honest about what's eating my time and what's not. And I think subscription overload is one of those things that quietly eats time without ever announcing itself. I think cutting down feels like a small thing, but those small things have their way of compounding in both directions. And I rather compound toward the things that actually matter to me right now. So Disney Plus is going, HBO is probably going as well. And I'll see how it feels to have less choice for a while, and I'll update that maybe in a month or something on my journal. But anyway, that's the choice I'm going to make right now. Thanks for listening.